Janet watching Free Speech TV on the Dish Network in Kamaya, Idaho. Am I saying it right?
Yes, that's right. I was on the line for a long time, and somehow you couldn't hear me.
Yeah, so it works. So what's up? You want to talk about nuclear power?
Well, yeah, you had a program a couple of days ago on how fast the world is getting entering climate change, way faster than they thought. And here in Idaho and eastern Washington, we've had like a week of temperatures 20 degrees above normal, and yesterday was a record-breaking 100 degrees in June. So I'm really worried about climate change, and according to the nuclear scientists, nuclear is really the only practical way that we can switch off of carbon-based fuels, and there are new
Janet, that's not true.
Well,
it's really not true. There are people who are salesmen and pitchmen for the nuclear power industry who are saying that, but nuclear power plants don't produce carbon-free energy until about the 10th year of their lifespan, because so much carbon goes into mining uranium, refining uranium, transporting uranium, building the nuclear power plant, making all that concrete. Making concrete is insanely intensive in terms of producing carbon dioxide.
There are new methods for making concrete that don't use lots of power.
We can power the world right now at scale with solar and wind. Just those two technologies alone are more than enough. We do not need nuclear power. The reason why Germany did their 100,000 rooftops program was so that they would not have to build 2 nuclear power plants. They ended up not building 10 nuclear power plants. They're decommissioning them. Germany is going to be nuclear free within 10 or 15 years because they're moving entirely to solar. They're getting half their electricity from solar right now.
But the problem with solar and wind both is that the sun doesn't shine all the time and the wind doesn't blow all the time, so you have to have backup plants to fill in. And
no, you have to have storage.
Well, they don't have any adequate.
We actually do. We have very good storage systems. The easiest one is hydrogen. You create electricity either through solar power or through wind power. You run that electricity through water. It breaks the water into hydrogen and oxygen. You capture the hydrogen and you store it. And then when you want electricity, you simply burn that hydrogen fuel in a turbine that turns a generator. In other words, you generate electricity.
And they've actually used that?
Oh, it's in use all over the world.
I have a son-in-law who works for power generating companies. They do wind plants, and they've been trying to come up with an adequate storage system for wind.
Yeah. And I don't know that anybody's doing it at industrial scale levels, but hydrogen power has been well researched. It can be converted either using what do you call them? Catalytic not catalytic converters, but through a catalytic process, or it can be converted by burning. And hydrogen cars. And that's just one of the ways. I mean, the Norwegians, what they do is they pump water up. And then they, during
that's fine if you got the water, but there's places that don't have the water.
You're right. So you use what you have. But there's a lot of different kind of storage techniques and technologies. And Tesla now, Elon Musk, the guy who runs Tesla, they've developed some amazing new battery technologies. So we do not need nuclear power, Janet. It is, in fact, the opposite. We need to get rid of nuclear power. Nuclear power produces waste that is hot and deadly for 1,000,000 years. And the idea that we can somehow protect ourselves from something for 1,000,000 years when we've only been on this planet 160,000 years doesn't make any sense. Janet, thank you for the call.